and he wouldn't shut the up about it. And it was like freaking everybody out.
I wish I had gone more all in.
And you said, sell your car. I just did.
My guess would be it's worth double what the face value is.
Nick, in the back, there's like a hologram type sticker to it. And if it's not opened,
They don't look like that, right?
They do look like that.
look like that, but there's a hologram back to it.
Yeah, there's a design back like that.
Some of them, yeah.
He'll bring it up.
That's what I have one of those. I bought one. Are you serious? I have it somewhere.
Chris, go to eBay.
I'm gonna myself right now.
I'm not joking.
Type unredeemed. Cassacious Bitcoin unredeemed.
These are all redeemed. They have to be. That's bullshit. Oh, because it's point.
On the left side, go to sold or just check off completed items. Scroll down. I mean, long story short, it could be 60 grand.
What's the lowest it could be?
If it's an unredeemed Cassacious Bitcoin, it could be 60 grand.
We'll put it this way. In 2012, there was not going to be those low denominations. It would have been 1 Bitcoin at least, I think.
It would have been 1 Bitcoin at least, yeah.
At least.
No, it wasn't a Bitcoin. I know it wasn't a Bitcoin because I remember
10 Bitcoin. It was a fraction.
it was a fraction.
Oh, it was a
Okay.
fraction. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it's a fraction, then
Yeah.
probably less. But yeah, these are all redeemed. These.
Unfunded, peeled. Is it like whatever the price is 1-to-1 of a Bitcoin though? Like if it's 10,
it's more. If it's funded, it's worth more. If it's funded, it's probably worth 60. If it's 1 Bitcoin.
it's not 1 Bitcoin. I know it wasn't. There were.
Okay.
I think I paid $75 for it at
Okay.
a meetup. I went to. It was a meetup at a restaurant. It was the weirdest thing I ever did in my life. Remember we had him over a party. You guys were there.
Don't
Eddie,
remember.
his name is Eddie Bitcoin. We bought Bitcoin
Don't
from.
remember.
He came into my house, picked off 3 Polish posters. He goes, "I'll take that one." That he goes, "Name how many Bitcoins you want." I go, 3. He goes, "Okay." Boop. On my TV, boom, it showed up. Remember I had my computer and my TV in LA?
Mm-hmm.
He took the 3 posters. I remember loading them in the car when Jess was coming home. She's like, "Why are the posters coming off the walls?" I go, "Shut the up. I just made the best deal we've ever made in our lives." And then I ended up hanging out with him 2 more times, but he was crazy about Bitcoin. And then he's like, "I'm leaving. I have to go." He had like thousands of Bitcoin, him and his girlfriend. And they talked about like uprising and upheaval and shit got like real weird. I was like, "Oh, man."
Yo.
And I was like, "Yeah." Then I invited
I'll see
him
you later.
Then I invited him to a party with like all my wife's friends and shit. And then he gave everybody these cards with little Bitcoins on them. And everybody was like, "What the?" And he wouldn't shut the up about it. And it was like freaking everybody out. It was like a crew, it was weird.
It's recruiting.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's making me feel strange.
That's crazy.
I can't even remember it.
I can't remember that. I vaguely remember. I think I vaguely remember.
I called you for guidance on that whole shit.
about
You were
it.
like, just get a blah, blah. Like, what was how would I have received Bitcoin back then?
I think it was an app on your phone.
Yeah.
You used.
I remember a kid like 10 years ago talking about like, yeah, I bought acid off the deep web with Bitcoin. I was like, oh, this is the first time I heard about it. And
Silk Road.
yeah, I was like, damn, oh, that's cool. Buy guns.
It's interesting, though, Nick. You should check that out.
I gotta find that thing. Where the fuck would that be? It's probably in one of my old LA boxes. Oh yeah, look at that thing. Yeah, it definitely is that too.
I wish I had gone more all in. I wish
Earlier?
I wish I just figured out a way to get more money. Remember I called you? I was like frantic.
You called
When?
me, too.
Yeah, you
I called
did.
you like gave you a real long pitch about it, and I sold. That's why I had the Prius, was because I sold the Subaru wagon to put money into Bitcoin.
Yes.
And then I got the Prius lease because that was just $240 a month or something.
Right.
It's so funny because I can remember that, too. I remember where I was when you called me, but you ended up telling me, you said, put $3,000 in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And I said, I don't have $300. And you said, sell your car. I just did.
Yeah.
That's what happened, yeah.
Yeah, I remember my dad's like, thing.
And I took out a Capital One card and a Barclays card because those were the 2 starter credit cards I could get.
Mm-hmm.
I think I had 4,000 on each of them.
I mean, you were early though, man. You were like really early on it.
I was early. I just wish I had found a way to get more money though.
Right, like you would have robbed
into
for
it.
it, knowing
Just
what
done
you know.
some. I would have done something crazy, like sold my clothing. I don't know.
Sold your-
sold clothing on Depop.
Yeah, you've done anything.
Whatever, anything. Yeah.
I was trying to
I
figure
know.
out how much was still available for unpeeled ones. I think it's something like 400 million or something is still left unpeeled on those.
The amount of them.
Yeah.
left?
Yeah, what's left for, monetary.
Damn.
If it's still funded, my guess would be it's worth double what the face value is.
Wow. And I think it was honestly, if I want to bet, I think it It was worth $75. So, and when a Bitcoin, it's like, so if Bitcoin's what 30 today, it'd be the equivalent of like, Bitcoin was like a grand or nine. It was like 10%. So it'd be like, if it was double, it'd be 6,000. It'd be right.
Okay.
But,
I got you.
I'm not gonna lose my mind over it. But
Got you.
if I had 60 grand, 100 grand sitting there, I'd be crying.
Mhm.
Still, it's sitting in a shoebox, though. It's not bad.
Somewhere I'll find it.
Nothing like trying to find something that you remember you had like 10 years ago.
Yeah. Sneakers are like that. Like rugs. I mean, it's weird shit like that.
Pipes are like that.
Pipes, yeah.
I got your
Weird
sneakers
pipe.
out there, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, was those your like other black boots too?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's weird things like that, like store value shit. So fucking strange.
Yeah.
Go for my Yu-Gi-Oh cards tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, Pokemon cards. That Magic Blue Lotus, you know, or Black was it Black,
Black
Lotus?
Lotus.
Black Lotus.
Right, that card. People
Those are the
seen
days.
them.
I've seen one.
I saw one once. My boy Derek and Rocco's brother had every one of them.
Oh, really?
Derek found this whole thing, sold them off one by one, 25,000 a piece.
What about that? The ring from Lord of the Rings Magic game that came out recently.
What about it?
So there's only one card from the Magic the Gathering, right? So they came out with Lord of the Rings version of it, and there's one card, the ring, and it hasn't been
Rules
found
them all.
yet. But people are already offering like $2 million if anybody finds it.
Oh, man.
That's insane.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
2 months ago.
How many are there?
there's only one.
Oh, that doesn't matter.
How many Black Lotus are there? 130,000. Holy. I mean, that's if I was that rich, I'd buy that.
And it's just
Really?
a 9 too.
Yeah.
It's not even a 10.
What about Ethereum? No.
22,000?
It's like a compound.
It's a decentralized platform promoted by Neighbor Grimes. Baby.
A lot of the bets in cryptocurrency are like compound bets. Like the first bet is I bet there will be a digital store of value. The second bet is I bet that people will collect digital art. The third bet is I bet they'll do it on the Ethereum network. So you're like, every time you do this compound bet, it's like less and less likely that it'll happen.
I see.
So Ethereum, I would say that if you're doing a compound bet, you need the rewards to go up the same time. Like if I'm losing 10x on the likeliness of it happening, I want 10x return.
Mm-hmm.
But Ethereum, the price of it's already so high, it's like that 10x is already baked in. It's like doesn't make sense.
So if you had Ethereum, you'd put it to Bitcoin.
I mean, we have Ethereum, but we just it's a smaller sliver.
Okay.
It's not the same thing.
Chris, just out of curiosity, can you look up that ring card? I want to see if someone found it.
What's it called?
Put Magic. So MTG the ring. The one ring. I'm just curious if someone found it.
How do they know what it looks like if there's only one?
I know.
Piece of lying sack of shit.
Well, that one's made up.
And the owners of Magic the Gathering are like us. I'll give you $3 million for it. It's a marketing pitch. They know there's one out. They put like 6 out there.
That's a good idea.
There's also a crab card out there that no one gives a fuck about.
We
It's
should
like
do that with Mondo.
It's like this.
Oh, it has
Yeah,
been
it's
found.
the one.
Say that, yeah, there's a special card. It's
One.
There's one that's
one of
made.
them.
It's
One of them.
50,000 minted.
That's what they do. That's Barrett Jackson. GM has been doing that for years. At Barrett Jackson, send the executives out, buy Camaros for $200,000 by the pile. Hey Gary, you get to drive the Camaro. It's not worth $250,000. It's a fucking standard Camaro SS matching numbers. They put them in the audience. They make. That's sold for $200,000. They're leaving there. They're driving right to a Chevy dealership to buy a Chevelle SS, a Camaro SS, brand new.
Yep.
And then they're putting it in the garage, keeping it cherry. I'm going to have $200,000. It's a marketing campaign. You.
damn.
Yep. There's 900,000 of them in garages right now.
Yeah, this one's rare. They only made 43,000 in this color. I love that. Corvettes, they only made 42 million in this color. You ever see that? It's like a meme online. Like, this is a rare color. I know what I got. They only made 270,000 in this color.
Sold last month.
What did?
This.
Misty Starmie, Battle Region.
Like, who the f*** know that?
Loser.
I know, huh? And it's 2022 card. What makes it rare?
You get $100 off of it if you buy it.
Maximum $100 off if you spend $500,000. God, imagine being eBay CEO must be so happy every day.
Just
you
getting his
have,
cut.
Never have to update the website.
Yeah, just the 4 lines of code forever or
It's
whatever the
still
fuck
a
it is.
piece of unusable
It's the
website
worst.
from the 90s.
But
It is
they're
the
selling
worst.
things for
worst.
$500,000 every second. I wonder if he gets like an email. Hey, send me the hot list, like the top selling items. I would all day if I had that job.
Yeah.
I would walk around the office with a hard on, butt naked.
No,
You get a parrot perched on it.
Yeah.